What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I hope everyone's been keeping safe. I know the world's in a crazy place right now with COVID and everything else that's going on in the world. Scary times, but hopefully in the very near future we can all get through this. There have been talks about a vaccine coming out, so hopefully, we get that vaccine sooner than later and we can get through this. Today I'm going to be doing a low to mid skin fade on my buddy Anchor, and we're going to dive right in. So right now I'm just clearing out all the hair with my cordless detailer, and I took the fade on the sides of Anchor's head to his temple, and then as I travel back to where his occipital bone is, I'm keeping that on the lower end. I'm not cutting it straight across, I'm keeping it a little low. So I'm going to do that following around to the other side of the head. Now I have my 1.5 guard on, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove some of the weight. I wouldn't really consider this a second guideline as much as it is just removing some of the weight, so I have a clearer picture of where I'm going with this haircut and what it is I'm doing. Now I'm going to go in with the clipper all the way open and just set in that half line. So this is going to be my second guideline that I'm going to create. Now I have my number 1 guard on, and I'm just working that line where the 0.5 met that 1.5. So I'm just going to start to break up that line and start to blend it out. Next, I've got the half guard on and working that same line, the line I was just working with the number 1, just further breaking it up, fading it into that 1.5, and you can see the fade is starting to take shape. Just so you guys know, I am opening and closing the clipper as I work that line out. It's not just necessarily closed or open all the way. I'm opening it, I'm closing it, I have it halfway, whatever it's really going to take to get that fade looking extremely smooth. I'm back to the number 1 guard now as I travel up that fade. Reason being is I'm working with that depth where that 1.5 sat, so I don't want to raise the fade. I want to just blend out the lines, guys. So that's how you have to think about it. You're not raising the fade, you're just blending those initial guidelines out. I've got the clipper all the way closed now, and I'm just working out that initial skin line I put in with the cordless detailer and just making sure it's looking nice and seamless. So as I work around the head, I'm going to open and close the clipper and get that fade looking really nice. You guys want to work really hard with not flicking too high. This is a very crucial part of the fade. It's almost there, guys. This is a low to mid skin fade. Keep that in mind. So work in very small sections here. One wrong move can kind of raise this entire fade, and that's what you don't want to do and create more work for yourself. So be diligent with working in small sections here. Now I'm back with the half guard, and I'm just doing some detail work. I'm going in, working my X formations, going one angle, going the other, just making sure that the fade is looking extremely smooth and that transition is completely seamless. I've got my Mizutani texturizing shears, and I'm going in and just softening any weight that I see. As I mentioned in past videos, guys, I do prefer this method versus taking a bigger guard and removing that bulk. Yes, that would be the faster alternative, but I do like this way a little better just because I believe the results that it yields, they're a lot smoother, it's a lot softer, and it's my personal preference. So it's a lot more tedious, but I'd rather do it this way. With the top of Anchor's hair, we're not going to be taking off a whole lot. He did mention in the beginning in his consultation that he wanted to leave it pretty long, so we're just going in and taking off about a ½ inch. So right now I'm just going in with my horizontal sections, establishing the length, and then I'm going to cross check it by going in vertical sections. Right now I'm just going to go in and fade in Anchor sideburns. I'm not going to fade them out completely because he does like having a pointy sideburn. So you guys are going to see me go in and create that point very shortly. This is where I like to use my outliner as basically like a pencil. You guys can see I'm holding it like a pencil as I make that initial curved line to create that point, and then I go in and I really refine that point. I don't just leave it choppy like that. I like to have it really slim at the very top and that curve starts to widen out a little bit as you get to the bottom. Pointy sideburns are actually really hard, at least I think so. When you're doing them, you want to make sure you're constantly checking in the mirror, check your balance, your symmetry, and make sure both match up and both are looking symmetrical. The last thing you want to do is send a client out the door with a pointy sideburn that, you know, one side's a little chunky or one side might be higher than the other, and have them notice or have someone else notice before you do. So make sure you guys are extremely thorough with that, and that you know, they both match up before they leave your chair. And that's it, guys. This cut is a wrap. Anchor's cut looks great. His sideburns are symmetrical. And that's it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Please subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, guys, take it easy, stay safe, and thank you for tuning in. Take it easy, guys.